I'm still like so mad at myself that I had to film all these sit down videos on my raggedy ass iPhone camera because I left my camera. Good evening, demigods. I wanted to sit down and just give you guys some life updates because I don't feel like I have been very transparent about what I'm doing and stuff like that. So I wanted to sit down and tell you guys what's been up. It's July right now. It's in the middle of summer. I still have COVID. By the time I upload this, I probably won't have COVID, but while I'm filming this, I still have COVID. Still don't have any symptoms. I've been in LA for maybe 5-6 months out the year. The first time I got here was for a school program that I told you guys about back in January. I did it until April when the semester ended, and then I went back home to St. Pete for like a month and a half. And I've been back over here since early June. What I'm doing over here is an internship. So I work at Sony Pictures, the people who made Spider-Man, and they made a lot of stuff. I am a social media intern. I don't think I've ever really said that, or I guess like said what I want to do with my life. So I graduate college in a year from now, but I definitely want to work in entertainment. I want to be like a creator, but for now I'm getting experience on the other side of things. So being on the side of social media from the branding side and like reaching out to influencers and stuff like that, with me having my own like influencer experience. It's been really interesting. People come to my advice a lot since I am one of the younger people at the company because I'm an intern. And since I do have like that influencer background, that's the reason why I'm in LA now. The last time I was here before I went back to St. Pete, I was here for school. Now I'm here for work. I am staying with these people that I found on Facebook. They're not like weirdos. They're like in college like me. And I just messaged one of them and he gave me the rent price, and bada bing, bada boom. This is where I am now. I wish I could have stayed in the apartments that I was in for my school program, but it was through the school, so obviously I didn't get the same like rate. And it was in like the valley, so it was like very far from everything, but I did like the scenery. Like anytime I drove anywhere, I saw like these big ass mountains and it was so beautiful. I like where I am now because it's like more in central LA, I guess you can say. I have to go back to school in August, so like a month from now. I haven't had like a traditional school setting for a while. I go to University of Miami, and the last time I was on campus and had like a traditional like 15 credits, 5 courses and stuff like that was fall 2021 semester. I haven't had like that traditional college experience, which I was really afraid of. I kind of was like, well, I'm gonna miss out on so much, but like now that I've been out of that world, I don't really need to go back. There's so much more like to life than I think the things that you're kind of put into. So like when I was in high school, I was like, I don't want to go to college. I want to stay in high school forever. And then when I got to college, I realized how big the world was outside of high school. And I was like, why would I ever even consider wanting to go back to high school? And that's where I am now. Like I realize how big the world is since I really haven't been, I've still been in school. Like I'm still a student, but I haven't like had to go to the classroom and like taken tests and submitted this or that essay. So like I'm really not excited to go back. University of Miami is a very expensive school. Me and my family have spent a lot of money to put me through the last 3 years. So I'm going to stick it out and get my degree and then move right back over here to LA. I have family who watches this now, even though I would rather they didn't. But anybody who I know personally who is watching this right now, hello.
Hello.
If you hear that, that is one of my roommates. I like most of my roommates. Well, not most. I don't really talk to them like that. The last roommates that I had, we were like I did everything with them. It was just me and then 2 girls. We kind of like were intertwined in a lot of the same stuff. Like we had all the same classes. That's how the program was. We were new to LA. The people that I sit with now, they're from LA. and they kind of do their own thing. None of them are interning at Sony like I am, so we don't have like a tight bond, and they're also men. I don't really get along with men. I don't understand them, so that's another factor into it. My internship requires me to go to the office 3 times a week, but sometimes I go even more than that just because I really like the office. Like, it's beautiful and it's on the studio lot. So it's like a whole bunch of big like sets there. You never know who you might run into. I haven't run into any celebrities yet, but hopefully I do before this internship is over. But obviously, since I have COVID, I've had to stay home, and I've been working from home since like last Wednesday. This has been my first like full week working from home, and I'm kind of bored. Like, I had an internship in the spring and I would work from home. It was fully remote, but like I said, like my roommates and I, we all lived together, so we would have fun, like watch TV while we were all working because we all had internships. That was a part of the program. But you know, I'm working from home now and it's kind of boring because I don't talk to my roommates like that. A lot of the times they're out and about and I have to be in the house working, or like I'll go to a coffee shop or something like that nearby, but I'm ready to go back to the office. Never thought I'd be saying that. The only thing that's like keeping me from death by boredom is I've been watching Real Housewives. I got through the entire first season of Salt Lake City. Love Salt Lake City. Now I'm going through Beverly Hills. So I started with season 2, and I'm only gonna watch the seasons that Brandi Glanville is on just because I'm obsessed with her. Keeping up with YouTube has definitely been a lot harder for me these days. When I first started this channel, it was peak COVID, peak quarantine, like everyone was in their house. You couldn't even go to a restaurant and sit inside for like 15 minutes. So everybody was stuck at the house. I had the free time. I use this to fuel my creative juices, and I've created like a little family for myself. So that's been great, but I had a lot more free time back then than I do now. I do have my full-time job, and it's been a lot easier for me to juggle my YouTube now than it was in the spring when I had a job and school and this and like all the other side hustles that I have. So I definitely do want to get back to like being more active on YouTube. I still post like normally like I do, but I don't feel like I put the same amount of effort into it that I used to. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but that's definitely my opinion. I had a really good time in my hometown this last like past month and a half because like I said, I was so busy during the spring semester and I just needed like that time to really unwind. Like I missed LA, and of course I knew I was coming back to LA one way or another, but like I really just needed that time to like not even see my family. I just needed me time. Like I just needed time to like be in my room that I grew up in and like be in my bed and wake up at 1 p.m. and like not have any type of like priorities or obligations. I feel like as humans, we all need that at least for like a week or two. But yeah, I definitely needed that. And now like I feel like I'm in such a good place. Like my head is screwed back on. Like I've been able to manage so many things a lot better now, and that was not one of my New Year's resolutions. I've always been kind of meh about time management. Like I've been good at it, I've been bad at it, but I guess like my mid-year's resolution, because we are at the second half of the year now, is to be a lot better with like time management and being able to juggle this in school and work and social media and hobbies and friends and TV shows and movies and anything else that I want to do. So I think that I'm, doing that, and I hope that it continues for not just the rest of 2022, but the rest of my life. I don't really have much else to talk about. It's late. I'm about to take a shower and probably watch some TV and then go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed me just kind of like sitting down and talking to the camera, which I feel like I have not done in a little minute. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
BFF.